Well, last week we had what we thought was going to be a bit of a boring event. Turned out to be quite interesting and crazy times for Spain. But now we go to basically the fastest track in regards to lap time on the F1 and RPL calendar. We are in Austria, the normal layout, not the reverse layout, for round 8 of the championship. Dynamo Wolf on hand for the comms, and I am not alone for the comms tonight. A couple weeks ago, last 2 weeks, we had SV on hand, but he is racing on loan in the Sauber for tonight. So I am joined by, I will just say easily as a little mini nickname on his part, the Kingpin of the Ferrari Academy. I have Invade on hand. Invade, good to see you.
Yeah, good to be here, man. Can't wait to do my first comms of the season, obviously, and yeah, just good to be here. Going to be a good race.
Yeah, very much so. Last week we were in Spain and talk about crazy, crazy stuff. We had two drivers deciding to be total idiots. Just easy, just a note for that one. We had a driver, LS, who was known as Leonard. After incidents that he caused in both Tier 2 and in Tier 1, he has been banned from the RPL server. And one of your reserve drivers, Invade, Raphael, received a 3-race ban for the antics that happened in Tier 1 Spain. I
Yeah,
mean,
my full-time Haas driver actually, so we're a bit low on, and also Leonard was another reservoir, so wasn't a great
uh,
losing most of our tier one drivers, but it's fine.
yeah, I mean, shit happens, but we move on and make the most of it. So aside from those incidents that wound up happening, there was also an incident involving another individual, that being HSR Gecko. He got involved in quite a few incidents. As you can see on the group of people that we have here tonight, he is not here, but that is because he got a race ban. And I'm not joking when I say this. A 5-second for an illegal overtake on Lennon. 10-second for turning in on Alex Norris. A 3-second for tapping Alex Norris off the track. 10-second for a rejoin on Andrea. And another 5-second for an incident with Andrea as well. All that together brought 12 penalty points on his hands. That put him up to 15 penalty points overall. So he is serving a race ban, and because of all those penalties he wound up getting, he got shafted from finishing in P3 all the way down to P15. So it was Cookie that won in Spain last week, ahead of Andrea, despite Andrea having that issue with Gecko. And F1 Union secures his first Tier 1 podium of the season and in 3rd place. Driver standings, Cookie continues his lead over Skither. It is 130 to 76. And Skither, by the way, did take 2nd place from Gecko, as Gecko scored no points. Meanwhile, Alex Norris coming up behind in 4th, as he overtook Cryptic for 4th with 56. As we're on with Maxwell, as he's the first guy to have a lap on the dry compound tire. There is a Cam ahead in turn 3. He's on the inters. While we go over that, McLaren has a slight lead edge over Mercedes. They have 212 versus Mercedes is 159. Ferrari, by the way, just dropped to 3rd at 158 because they were tied going into this event. So we're on board with Maxwell as he makes his way into turn number 4 here. Now exiting out through 5. He's got Sauber right behind and some more cars following through.
Doesn't look like Maxwell's
Now,
pushing.
Oh yeah, I think he backed off. So maybe he got held up from the lap traffic, but who knows? Maxwell has backed off, as you noted.
I think the next one's SV.
Who's...
It might be, yeah, it's SV on the dries.
Yep, SV is on the drives, making his way into turn 9 and 10 to finish off his time lap, and he is going to be placed at the top of the board for the first of the drives. 5-3 is the benchmark, and it gets responded by the Ferrari of Alex Norris. 3.8 on his end.
That's a very solid lap from Alex. Cryptic's coming to the line now, also on the dries, and he is going behind Alex with a 4.0.
Yeah, it's a little bit, small bit behind, but not too bad in the slightest on his part. Torn Penguin invalidated in the penultimate corner, so unfortunately that means his current lap and next lap is gone. Noam, by the way, just goes up into the spot into the third place spot with a 4.3 on his end in the V carb. Solid run there. Let's see. Jack is just getting into turn 9 now as we speak, so he will have his lap in. And I'll just say that so far, this season, in regards to Jack, as he goes fourth fastest with a 5.2. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, for the defending champion, he has had a bit of a not so pleasant season so far.
Yeah, I agree. You'd expect high things from him, but obviously Pad's been absolutely nerfed on this game, so he's had a bit of a fall off, which is unfortunate to see. Would have loved to see what he could do as like a title defense.
Yeah, as it is mentioned, I guess Pad has been smacked apart, but smacked apart here. So that means that this game, I guess, from what we're being told, is favoring the wheel drivers. Well, Pad has been given a significant blow, which is not great. So that's probably why we see that some of our pad drivers are not having the best of times in not only tier 1 but also tier 2 and tier 3. Coming into turn 3, we have Korsman on hand under a brand new name of Mango. I still get that. Is actually a good laugh, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, once Korsman gets through his lap, we'll be going over the individuals taking part in tonight's festivities. As you can see on the screen here, we have some loans and some drivers from the lower divisions filling in for other drivers as well. And Alex Norris, first driver to call it in the Q1 with a 3.8. He is definitely safely through. And same with Andrea with a 3.3 on his end. As Korsman, 4.4 in the Haas.
Very solid lap time there.
Indeed. So, we're taking a look at our drivers here involved for tonight's festivities. So, we have, in order, so we have Andrea in the Red Bull, Alex Norris in Ferrari, Cryptic in McLaren, Noam on loan in the V-Carb, Korsman in the Haas, Jack in the Aston, Lennon and SV on loan, both in the Kick Sauber, Shorts in Union in the Williams, Beatnik on loan in the second Red Bull, I apologize, Cam in the Haas, Maxwell Alpine, along with Fusion, Bourbon in V-Carb, Skither in the second Ferrari, Cookie, second McLaren, Torn Penguin second Aston, and Willow and Blonde making up the Mercedes pair. Oh, quite a stacked field. This is going to be quite fun as these times really ramp up as Fusion goes 6th fastest.
as the championship leader's now on a lap, and he's fully sent it through turn 3 there. Going to pick up a distant tow from the V car ahead.
Yeah, that could either be Bourbon or Noam. If it's Noam, then that's a good tow because, as mentioned, Noam on loan as Cookie navigates through turn 8.
Ooh.
A little over.
How's he kept that one valid?
Yeah. How do you keep it in tow? That's wild. Just look at him just fighting it through the last couple of corners, and he comes across, and he's only 5th fastest. So that mistake in turn 8, that cost him just a little bit.
Definitely did. As we have 4 drivers still without a lap time.
Bourbon, Skither, Blonde, and Torn Penguin. Willow was one of the ones to set a lap, recently just set a lap. He's into the 3s with a 3.9 on his end. And now Torn Penguin currently heading towards turn 9 and 10 to finish up his time lap. One thing that's pretty interesting is Torn Penguin he's been doing decently in the Red Bull and Tier 2 as he goes 9th fastest with a 4.8 on his part. He slips in just behind Fusion, who, by the way, we will note here, Fusion has a new home next Tier 1 season. So he's in Tier 2, but next season in Tier 2 he'll be in the McLaren. But following that, for Tier 1 Season 14, Fusion is going to V-Carb.
That's interesting. I think he's definitely quick enough to do it.
Yeah, he's definitely showing some strides in regards to tier 2. He's been competing pretty solidly up against the top cars like Reese and Night Owl and the other guys. They've been doing pretty good heading into it. So we got 2 of them up. We got 2 of our last 3 guys not with a lap yet, currently getting laps in. Skither is on the track on an out lap. He's in turn 4 right now. Blonde currently going through turn 6 as we speak. Now through 7 and 8. 44.7 is the sector 2 split on his part as he rockets down, heading to get a lap in. He would like to be right around with his teammates, with Willow, Cryptic, and Cookie as well. But let's see what lap he's going to pull as he comes across the line. And it is 4.2. That puts him right behind Beatnik and just slightly ahead of Cookie.
That's very strong showing from Blonde. Obviously did very well in Tier 2 at the reverse version of this track, so hopefully he's going to repeat that again in Tier 1 tonight.
Bourbon just invalidated out of the final corner, by the way. If that lap counted, he would have been P13. It was a 5-0. But unfortunately, it got invalidated. But that also means his secondary lap is also gone to hell as well. But now we focus on Skither right now. He is just really looking for some better points to try to catch up with Cookie. 2 wins currently on his resume this season, and he would love to gain some more ground on Cookie. Currently second in the championship. He would love to go for and get some fight in there as we move forward. Cryptic and Willow have called it. They think they're safely through. Here comes Skither across the line, and we have our 4th driver into the 3s. It is a 3.7 on Skither's part, but they are 4/10 behind Andrea, who has a very respectable 3.3 on his lap.
That's very rapid from Andrea. He'll definitely be looking at the favourite so far. Well, off this session anyway.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I can't believe he's gotten that strong and really fast in regards to it. Maxo goes into the 14th place spot. That's with a 4.7. That puts him close onto the bubble right now. So Bourbon is currently the only one without a lap right now. And the bottom 5 joining him currently is the Aston of Jack, the Kick Saubers of Lennon and SV, and Cam in the Haas.
Yeah, it's not looking
Yeah,
great for the Aston Martins down there.
No, especially one of them being the defending champion. That's got to be a bit of a blow to the morale if Jack is knocked out of Q1. That would really hurt him.
Definitely saying he started the season up in Ferrari as well.
Yeah, he was in Ferrari for a couple. He was in Ferrari for what was it? That first like 2 rounds or something. Then he switched down to Haas in the third round, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And then he activated his contract clause just before Imola, and has been in Imola. He's been in Aston since then. But as you pointed it out, Pad has really been screwed. Whoa! There goes Fusion. Slide and a half on Fusion's part, and he had to abandon the lap, and back into the pits he goes. Good God, Fusion. Nice save.
Yeah, most bad players have fell off as Jackson validated in the last turn.
Oh.
That would have improved him by 3 tenths. He would have been around
He would have
Penguin.
still been where he was. And he improved and would have still been where he was prior. And Torn Penguin invalidated too. He was up by over 3 tenths.
Oh.
That would have put him just ahead of Union.
Track limits are going to catch loads of people out tonight.
Oh, yeah. Turn 1, turns 8, and turn 1 and turns 8 to 10 are the most notorious areas for track limit penalties at this track. And that's from going into like the past races from in RPL's history. We do have it occasionally exiting turn 6, but it is kind of rare.
Yeah. There's loads of people and now on their outlaps to see if they can get through into the next session.
Absolutely. For those that are just joining us and are brand new to RPL League Racing, welcome. We're in round 8 of the championship here in Austria. We are going through qualifying right now, full qualifying session. Q1, the bottom 5, which is 16th to 20th, will be eliminated. Then after Q2, P11 to P15 will be eliminated, and then the top 10 will battle it out in Q3 to claim pole position. And then after qualifying, we will be going 36 or 39 laps around the Austria circuit. And we are currently on with Bourbon, the only driver yet to get a lap in, and he has been plagued with at least a couple of invalidations, but he would love to get himself out of this bottom 5. Just under a minute and a half to go here in Q1. It is crunch time for some of these guys, as Jack is just coming out onto the track. He will make it to the pits. Not pits. He'll make it to the line in time to get a final run in. Here comes Bourbon across the line, and he goes 13th. Will that be enough, though?
That's really on the bubble as Cam is out.
Yeah, Cam out of it for sure. He is out for sure. 17th, and that is going to be the end of him for
Penguin
that run
15th.
there. Maxwell's just coming across the line. He goes to 6th.
Oh, wow.
That's going to put Fusion in trouble now. Oh, Torn Penguins spun it.
He's out.
Yeah. So
SV's
he's
also
done.
out.
Yeah, SV spun in turn 1. So we have 2 done. Well, actually, we have 3 done because Cam's out. So that leaves Lennon and Jack right now. Let's see, Lennon's about 800th up, so that's not going to help him whatsoever. There he comes across the line to finish. He only goes 18th. So Lennon is out. So
Jack's
who
barely
will
improving.
join him? Is it going to be Jack or is it going to be Bourbon?
Jack's only
Got some
marginally
big
up.
traffic. Sector 2 split is about 2/10. All he's gonna do is he's gonna switch him back with Lennon again. He really needs some major here in this last sector here to get himself out. Can he get it done? Keeps it valid. Comes across the line. No, he's out.
Wow.
18th. So both Astons, both Saubers, and the Haas are out. And the defending champion out of Q1. I don't know if this is the first time this season, but that is a big upset for Jack to be out of Q1.
Both Astons being out is a bit of a shock, as Penguin's been really good in Tier 1 so far.
Yeah, very much so. And look at the gap here. If you take a look, it's literally just under a second between P5 of Cryptic all the way down to P19 of Lennon. Just under a second between that entire group.
I mean, the big shock in Q1, Maxwell in the top 6, gone from not being very competitive last season in Tier 1 to being right up there in this Quali 1 session.
Yeah. And as you can see with the top 3, it is Andrea on top, Skither second, and Alex Norris in third for the group. And the McLarens are not the fastest group in the Mercedes Academy. It's Willow in P4.
Wow. Andrea 4 attempts ahead of the field.
Yeah. I still can't believe I slept on how good he was.
I think we all did, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, while we get ourselves ready to go into for Q2, we do know that next year for Formula One in real life, we'll have an 11th team on the grid with Cadillac joining the group. Vade, if I had to have you guess, who do you think it will be the 2 drivers that Cadillac will field?
I mean, there's the obvious 2 choices of Bottas and Perez. But I don't think it. I think they'll only go for one of them. I think it'll be Bottas and Drogovic.
I got 2 words to say on that.
Go on.
Damn you! I thought the exact same thing. Really, that's what I was thinking too. Felipe Drogovic and Valtteri Bottas in Cadillac.
I mean, Drogovic deserves his chance.
Yeah,
And I
no
mean,
doubt about it.
I think Perez will go like Alpine or something like that.
Yeah. And then then with the current rookies that we have, um, I'm not gonna lie. I think Kimi Antonelli, he has some flashes of brilliance when push comes to shove, and and I think also Bortoletto is really showing his stride. Is really showing his stride so far. The for that first half of the season.
Honestly, loads of people are sleeping on Behrman. Behrman's been really solid this season so far.
I think the only thing and this is just my opinion, I think the only thing that's holding Behrman back is the machinery he's in, because let's be honest, last couple of years Haas has not been a decently good competitive car, like overall. Like some races they could be competitive, but other races they are just slow as crap.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they could just pull it together and just do it consistently week in, week out, then I think they can make it happen. Well, Will was supposed to be the benchmark, but he invalidated out
Oh,
of the final
Cypher's
corner.
also invalidated last turn.
Damn. Well, that final turn has really gotten people. I think it got Maxwell too. Crip Alex Norris into the main box with a 4.6 on his part.
I think that's
No,
all
actually,
tires.
Maxwell's just on a new run. That's what it is.
Shorts,
Let's have
4.5.
shorts.
Horseman.
And Corsman. Maybe Alex's run was on a used set.
Yeah, it surely has to be. Blonde 4.1 as well.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm gonna agree with you. I think Alex Norris's lap was definitely on a scrub set. Him to be behind a Williams is just crazy. If it was a brand new set, there's Noam up to second.
Wow.
That's definitely a new set. I think that's another one you have to keep an eye on for. Maxwell 4.7 on his part.
Definitely is. I don't know much about this Noam, so very impressive.
Oh, I mean, in regards to the F1 cars, I don't know much about. I don't know much about Noam, but I only remember him from his occasional times in F2, and he was okay. He had some good races. Sometimes he didn't have great races, but I mean, it's just the chaos of F2. You never know what's gonna happen. Beatnik second, 4.2 on his part. We got Fusion heading towards turn 9 and 10 to get his lap up onto the board. And let's see what lap he's gonna yank. And here we go. Coming. A fastest, 4.8.
As Cypher's going around again.
Yeah, he's going around again on his part. Cookie, I guess, must have made a mistake because he is now going to be trying again for the lap. Here comes Skither into turn 8 and 9 to get his lap onto the board. Bourbon is in turn 3. Jeez,
Oh, he's made
Louise.
another mistake, Cypher.
I'm willing to bet he probably got a little too much. He got a little too greedy with the inner curb of turn 9.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way.
I mean, if you get a little too greedy and you get onto that curb will just chew you up just a little bit as you exit out, and that will really mess you up.
Oh, Bourbon also last turn invalidation.
Yay. Oh, the last turn is really coming out in full strength to get these guys. It's not fun whatsoever.
Definitely not. That's like the fifth driver this session.
Yeah. Could be more. a fifth driver that we know. There could have been more. Could have been a couple more from that squash session. As Cookie, jeez, slow on his part. But then again, he had like 60% ERS available to him when he came out of the final corner. But all eyes are on Andrea, fastest in Q1 with a 3.3 on his part. Comes out of the final corner, just keeps it within, and he goes fastest, just a smidge above a 4 flat.
I want to assume that is older tyres as well for Andrea.
I'm going to safely assume that as well.
As it looks like Cryptic's going to be next. Or it might be... Oh, no, it's... Cookie, you just invalidated.
Yeah. Out of turn 8. That's what happened the last time. Last time to him as well. And Cryptic, now the 6th driver, out of the final corner. Wow. And he had a 4.2, which would have put him 4th fastest, had it been valid. Man, oh man. The invalidations are just screaming and out in full force tonight.
I feel like we might get a shock knockout in this session with all these invalidations.
Oh, I would not be surprised. We'll see a shock elimination and even some shockers going through to Q3.
Definitely. I think Shorts is next.
Shorts is... Yeah, Shorts is improving. He's improving.
Wow.
Over 3.5 tenths. That's going to put him right on board with Blonde right now. There he comes out of the final corner across the line.
Wow.
He's fastest. You're kidding. A Williams in the 3s. That you don't see every day.
And
get the response
just
to it.
His balls down. Maxwell's up to 8th.
Yeah. Maxwell is up to 8th. Will's just starting his lap. Union is resetting and starting his. Let's see, Andrea in the Twitch chat. Haas desperately needs a simulator. They're always catching up in the FP sessions because they have to do all the setup work on site. Yikes.
Agreed.
Yeah, they definitely will need a simulator for sure. Let's see what Union's got cooking up. 5 minutes to go in Q2. Union is one of the bottom 5 drivers, along with Cookie, Cryptic, Bourbon, and Willow. Cryptic and Cookie being 2 of the 6 drivers being plagued by lap invalidations and finding victim there. Oh jeez, Union spins out and turn. Oh no, he beats it.
Willow's at the exact same time as Cypher.
Yeah. Union reset. There you go. There you go. I know reset the track is not allowed, but I think literally we could say that's an exception to the rule.
Definitely.
Because Union beats himself and he couldn't get out.
Oh, Cookie's invalidated. Well, gone off again.
Jeez, Cookie is struggling. The championship leader, I think, to some of the rivals, I think they found a vulnerability.
Could we see Cookie knocked out in Q2?
Oh my lord. Blonde is up to 3rd, by the way.
Wow. He's not far
So,
off his teammate as well.
no.
There's now Cryptic. He's midway through his lap. And it looks like it's going strong. He's not invalidated, so that's always a good sign.
Skizzet's not happy with turn 9. And Andrea's questioning if his time is safe. Oh, there goes Cryptic!
Oh no!
Turn 9 again!
Turn 9 is just collecting its victims.
Yes. Gotta be kidding me. This is insanity. By the way, while we're talking about all this craziness and insanity, one of your drivers, Alex Norris, he's in the bubble right now. He's in 10th.
Oh wow! Let's hope Turn 9 doesn't capture in.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes left now.
We can't. We really don't need it to capture him now.
Yeah. I think right around where he is right now, if he makes a mistake in turn 9, I think that's the end. Or anywhere, if Alex Norris makes a mistake, it's curtains.
It's
So
looking
he
very
goes to
clean so
sector 2.
far.
Yeah, 6.5 tenths up. That's going to put him just ahead of Andrea in P5. We got 9 easy. Coming out of the final corner easy. Alex Norris coming across the line. He goes ahead of his teammate.
Wow. Bad play.
Not Cryptic. Cookie is heading into turn 9 now. Hold your breath.
He's done it.
He's got it. He's
Very
kept
safe
it,
on the last.
but he's still ahead. He's still ahead, though. It's close, but it's still ahead. Maxwell, by the way, just improved his time, but is still in P11.
No arm stays in P9.
Not anymore. Union takes it.
Cryptic's out.
Wow. That is huge.
So is Fusion as well.
Wow. Holy cow. Cryptic out. Fusion out.
Korsman's
Good Lord.
out. Turn 9 caught Korsman
Yeah.
as well.
Oh. There goes Bourbon. He goes up to 13th. There comes Maxwell into the last corners. Can he get himself into Q3 for the first time? And he just misses it by 9 thousandths of a second.
Wait, I think Fusion is on our lap. Never mind.
No, he's not. He's out. So Maxwell, Korsman, Bourbon, Fusion, and Cryptic out of Q2. And it is Cookie, Andrea, and Alex Norris, the top 3. And by the way, for the first time, I think in like 2 seasons, just to note this, both Williams are in Q3.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
We even have a V-carb in there as well.
Yes. Oh. Turns out what happened with Korsman was he was exiting turn 8. He was on the valid part of the curb, and then the rear kicked, and and the kick was enough to invalidate his lap. And Cryptic said the second to last corner killed him. Turn 9 got him again.
Claiming
Damn.
way too many people.
Yeah. I'm just dumbfounded right now. But yeah, so recap. Cookie, Andrea, Alex Norris is the top 3. And we lose both Alpines of Maxwell Fusion, the Haas of Korsman, the V-Carb of Bourbon, and the big upset, the McLaren of Cryptic are out of Q2.
Wow. Did not expect Cryptic to be out.
No. Yeah, you never expect that. That's just wild.
It's going to be a great fight for pole, though. Both Mercs, both Ferraris, both Red Bulls, McLaren.
Yeah, I agree. Well, time to make the predictions on who is going to be the top 3 at the end of Q3. Evade, who do you predict will be the top 3?
I think Andrea will get pole ahead of Cypher and Alex Norris. Wait, no, not Alex Norris, Cookie.
Ooh. I am going to say I'm gonna say the exact same thing. I'm thinking Andrea is gonna get pole, but I think he's going to get it ahead of Alex Norris. Alex Norris will be second, and Cookie will be very close behind in third, just ahead of Skither. Because I think the difference between between second to fourth is gonna be around an eighth of a second. It's gonna be that tight between the two of them. It's gonna be under an eighth of a second.
It's very hard to predict, really.
Yeah. Skither is going to be our benchmark for Q3, so we are on board with him as he rockets his way up the hill, heading into turn number 1, keeping it within the track limits. DRS applied right at the exit of the corner, deploys the overtake, is flying his way down. There's the Red Bull out of the way. As Andrea braking heavy into turn 3 now, exiting into the next DRS zone. Overtake applied again. Just flying down, getting to around 204 at the speed trap. Through turn 4 and 5 now, as flying his way up into the 7th gear, down to 5th as he comes out of turn 6. Up to 6 here, stays in 6 as he exits turn 7 and 8, and invalidates. Oy, oy, oy.
This final sector, everyone gets caught out with it.
Yeah. Just fries them apart. And it was a 3-3 for Skither if it counted. So Blonde with the benchmark of a 4.1. And everyone else comes in. Here we go. So Shorts 4.4. Looks like Beatnik 4.3. Alex Norris into the
3.6.
3. Yes. There comes Union. 7.8, but that's on the Inters though.
That's quite a quick match. Quick lap for Union, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, that's why he's going to Tier 1 after the Tier 2 season's over. There comes Cookie. 3.9 on his end. Goes up to second. And Noam right behind him in fourth.
I think Andrea's next.
Oh, Skither invalidated again.
Oh, Andrea!
Oh! Here we go again. That's number 7 now.
I think Alex Norris might get pulled just for not spinning at turn 9.
You know, if we've been seeing a bunch of drivers getting caught out and spinning from turn 9 and qualifying, what's that going to say for the race?
Oh, it's going to be utter chaos, and I cannot wait.
Oh my god, yes. I think we can easily say that Austria, this game, is more of a test of survival. And just try not to fry your tires. 44.2 for Skither in Sector 2. As he heads into the last couple of corners to get his time in. Still keeps it in control. And he's okay. Coming across the line. And he's just ahead. 3.5.
Ferrari 1-2, am I dreaming?
Yeah. It is true. Ferrari 1-2. And I'm just looking at the sector times. Alex Norris just ahead in Sector 1. Sector 2, Skither ahead by just a tiny bit. And then Sector 3, there's no way. Oh, no. Skither just ahead again. So, literally, in Sector 1 and Sector 2, both Skither and Alex Norris were practically equal. But then Skither edged it out in Sector 3 by about 8 hundredths. Just to get it so he could be ahead.
As Willow is now starting his first lap.
Yes. He rockets down into turn number 3. It's a 15.8 on his part. 15.803, that's about 35 thousandths behind Skither for Sector 1. So slightly behind, but he's got Sector 2 and 3 to work with to make the most optimization to go for a pole position. And he would like to have that happen for him. 44.3 in Sector 2. That's just still slightly behind Skither, so I think we might, unless he does something really powerful in the third sector, Willow is looking possibly for P2. Here he comes across the line. He's just ahead.
That was a fantastic lap, as Andrea's invalidated as well.
Yeah, Andrea invalidated. I think it was probably exiting turn 1. That's where it got him. And Blonde goes up to third. So, Mercedes, Ferrari, Mercedes, Ferrari. Wow. Yeah, Willow Sector 1, 30 was 35 thousandths. Was 35 thousandths behind. In Sector 2, Willow had an identical Sector 2 time to Skither. And in Sector 3, In Sector 3, Willow exactly a tenth ahead.
Cookie's invalidated turn 9 again. That would have been a 3.3. And Cypher also told me the first lap he did, the one that he invalidated, was a PB.
A personal best, no kidding. Wow. Yeah, Skither with yet again another invalidation. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this session. So, Cookie will have time to get back to the pits. Just re-up, figure it out, and then try again just to get it right. See, whoa, Andrea had a little kick out of turn 8. But I think Andrea's backed out of his lap. He's gonna go back and try again another time.
It's going to be one and done then.
Yeah, pretty much for everybody, it's gonna be a one and done. Shorts is back out on the track.
You'll have enough time to go again if you make a mistake. So very smart from Shorts.
Oh. So here we go. Yeah, so this is gonna be edge on your seat here for the final run for everybody here. We got some more movement. I believe that's Noam coming out. Andrea or both Red Bulls, Andrea and Beatnik are coming out. And the whew.
Oh,
Let's say this. Yeah, hang on to your seats, folks. This is gonna get good. Shorts on the board, en route. Oh, he's invalidated in the first corner.
It would have been perfect for him. He had a slipstream in front of him.
Yeah, but it is in turn 1, so he can recharge the battery, keep the tires just a tad bit warm, and then just go again later on. Wow.
Practically a double outlap.
Yeah. Well, now we go to Noam now for his final lap. Minute 5 left to go. This is it. Noam better exit this time as he heads down the first era straight, heading into the split. 400s up in Sector 1. He's not going to change his position currently, but let's see what he's got as he rampages through Sectors 2 and 3. Everyone else getting their laps going. And it looks like the last one to get across the line with about 20 seconds to go is Blonde. This is it. This is for all the marbles here. We start with Noam on loan in the V-carb. Comes out of the final corner. Let's see what lap he's got. As he comes across the line, he goes 5th fastest. Beatnik now heading into the last corners to finish up his time. Beatnik 3/10 up in Sector 2. He goes to 5th now. Andrea takes pole with a 3.2 on his part. Alex Norris 3.3 on his. Cookie 3.2. Skither coming across 3.2. 2,000s off.
Wait, Willow?
Willow coming.
Aye.
And he's 5th.
Willow
Union
lost so
staying
much
in
time.
9th. Shorts will be there. And Blonde does improve but stays 6th. Andrea, 2 weeks in a row, goes pole. and it's by the slimmest of margins. 0.02 over Skither, and Cookie settles in third. 0.03 of a second separates the top three. If that ain't a close top three, I don't know what is.
And it would have been even closer with the top 5 if Willow actually held all of his time together, because going into the final sector, he was nearly 0.2 up.
No kidding. So he made a mistake somewhere in the final sector, and that cost him dearly. And if he did not, he could have challenged for pole position. Wow. But that is it. Woo!
As Cypher said in chat, I would have had pole, then my dad walked in front of my screen.
Oh. Well, when in doubt, try to blame someone else. Or maybe if Skither really felt upset about losing pole, he could just say it's Red Fire's fault. Oh, there's the top 10. So Andrea pole, Skither second, Cookie third, Alex Norris 4, Mercedes occupy row 3 with Will and Blonde, Beatnik in 7th, Noam in 8th, Union 9, and Shorts in 10th.
That's crazy to say. Literally, other than 3 drivers in this top 10, the rest are actually Mercedes Academy drivers.
Yes. Yeah, I almost forgot all about that, but thanks to the walking encyclopedia for filling that in, I almost forgot that this weekend, for Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 1, it's the 6th anniversary of RPL as a league. 6 years.
It'll be 6 years.
Yeah. 6 years, and who knows how many more years to come.
6 years, and you've been here for all 6. Am I correct?
Just about. I mean, tier 1 wise, I missed the opening race, but I've been around since the 2nd ever Tier 2 race.
Wow.
No, 2nd ever race in Tier 1. But anyways, 5 lights come on for the Austrian Grand Prix. Long one there. Lights out and off we go. Andrea with a good reaction. Going to fight with Skither here. Skither looking for a nose in a turn 1. Cookie battling with Alex Norris as they head towards turn 3. And Morgan goes into the background here. Alex Norris still dealing with Cookie as Skither down the inside up against Andrea. Contact. Little rear wheel there. Ooh, bumping a bunk in here behind as Andrea losing a couple of spots from that little contact. Cookie goes up in the 3rd, and the Mercedes are fighting as well for the 5th place spot. Tire strategies are up and about here. 36, by the way. Sorry, I did get that incorrect. But anyways, Shorts and Union battling out for the last points position. Whoa, that was Bourbon that nearly spun out.
Korsman on the inside of him.
Yeah, Korsman there on the inside, now the outside as they head to turn 9. Might want to get yourself single files there, boys.
Oh, lovely move. Never mind,
Yeah.
he's off the track, and Korsman's lost the place, and he might lose another one to Jack.
Jack trying to fight with them, but they slip into the single file. And we are done with the first lap here. And Alex Norris, by the way, did take the lead from Skither, by the way. He is leading the charge now. Skither under pressure up against Cookie and Andrea. Andrea on the outside trying to get past Cookie for the third place position. More gangling behind in the backfield. And as you see in that background, there's some more fighting over there between Bourbon and there as Cookie really holding and trying to keep the pressure off of Andrea. Andrea really putting that heavy pressure on him.
Andrea on the hards as well, putting this much pressure, and Willow's on his inside.
Wow, you don't see overtakes there often, but Willow took full advantage of it and is into the 4th place position. Korsman losing the 16th place position to Penguin. Penguin losing the 16th place position to Korsman. I apologize, had that mishap. And by the way, Cryptic is trying to claw back up from starting in P15. He's up into P11, right behind Shorts to get himself into the points.
Yeah, it's been a very decent start for Cryptic. As the Ferrari stay in position and hold back Cookie, Willow, and Andrea behind.
Yeah, Alex Norris is holding the lead.
Korsman and a 3 wide. There's a lot of contact there. And Korsman is off. Wait, Bourbon and Lero as well. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. Good catch there. And yeah, some more gangling in that back over here. Let's take a quick peek as SV battling with Cam for the 15th place position.
Cam on the
Tight
outside.
races. They're still side by side.
Oof.
They're still going at it. And SV takes the 15th place spot. Solid move. Let's take a quick peek at the tires that everybody is on here. Jack is on the soft compound tires. That's unique.
That's
Andrea, Cryptic, Union, SV, Cam, and Lennon are on the hard compound tires. Everyone else is on the on the medium compound. I'm looking at the biggest gainers and losers right now.
Contact between Andrea and Willow, but nothing too big.
Good. Okay. Good to know there. Good spotting on that one. So yeah, the biggest gainers and losers right now. Currently, our biggest gainer is Jack with 5 positions gained from the start of this event. Our biggest loser is Bourbon. Starting P13 is now in last.
Big exchange room obviously got caught out in a tangle with Fusion and Korsman. As Alex Norris is commanding this race so far. Obviously started P4.
Alex Norris really showing his stride as Cam and SV, by the way, are into the penalty box for track limit penalties. Cam was exiting turn 8, and I think SV followed suit right behind as Cookie trying to put the pressure against Skither, try to switch back, but couldn't get enough exit speed necessary to get that 2nd place spot as Skither covering him off. We don't want to risk a 3 wide there, boys.
Oh, contact.
And a bump. Yeah, a little rear end bump between Cookie and Skither. And Skither temporarily had the lead, but Alex Norris reclaims it back to keep it away.
That was really smart defense from Cypher, going on the offensive to defend off Cookie.
Yeah, very much so. It kept Alex Norris in clear air and kept him away from any threats potential coming out from that one. And looks like we have a good sized train from the pole position, from the 1st place position all the way down to P12. Beatnik trying to stay within the train, but still 12 cars in a big DRS train here.
As it looks like Jack's softs have already fell off as he's fallen back from his teammate majorly. As Cryptic's overtaking Short, and there's movement up top.
Yeah, Andrea with a dive on the inside against Willow, on board with him, while Skither took the lead from Alex Norris and almost left him vulnerable to Cookie. Cookie with a switchback, And Andrea gets the position from Willow, and Cookie gets the switchback of dreams, as people will say, and takes second from Alex Norris.
There's a lot of movement. It's hard to keep up with.
Yeah, little rear kick from Alex Norris there, but keeps it all together. But yeah, it is action-packed here in this top 5, and Blonde is also hiding in the wings as well, looking for an opportunity to see if he can go for some good points as well. But yeah, as you pointed out a couple seconds ago, a little bit ago, Cryptic is back into the points.
Alex
He's
is
in
off.
10th, and Alex is off. Yeah, that's going to leave him very vulnerable to lose the 4th place spot. And Andrea, little wheel banging between the two, heading into the braking zone. And Alex Norris a little too deep on the brakes, 3 wide, with Willow in there too. But Willow backs off and lets the fireworks happen ahead of him, with Andrea and Alex Norris heading into the turn 4 braking zone. Contact! Woo! Little slide from
Willow's now going
Norris.
through.
And, yeah, Willow going for it as well. And he is trying to, and he does so. There was a little contact, as noted, between Andrea and Alex Norris. Alex Norris had a little slide from it and lost 2 positions as a result from it. But there is a small bit of karma on Andrea's part from Alex Norris, because Andrea, oh no, he does have DRS. He got DRS back. I thought he was out of it.
And it's not over for Alex Norris, as now he's under pressure from Blonde. And Blonde actually getting the move.
Yeah. Alex Norris, for the 2nd lap in a row, has a bad exit out of turn 1, and this could cost him. Side by side, wheel to wheel, heading into turn 3, and Blonde has it, but can he maintain it? He is ahead. Heading into turn 4, they are side by side, and clear goes Blonde, and up into 5th place.
Alex Norris has really fell off. He was leading the first few laps.
Yeah, and then there's those mistakes that just cost him dearly. He lost literally 5 positions in the span of 2.5 laps.
Cam and SV are off.
Cam SV spun out, and Cam and SV are off, and SV now up to 16
Alex
seconds
Norris
of penalties.
is in the
Alex
pits.
is in, yes. So maybe the mediums died off way too fast.
So that's a guaranteed 2 stop for Alex Norris.
Yeah. And a few of the people in the Mercedes Academy chat did say that although a 2-stop is on the cards, as Cookie going for it against... Oh, Cookie made a mistake exiting 3. Skither reclaims the lead. Andrea fighting him. Heading into turn 4. Late braking by Cookie to reclaim the 2nd place spot
as
back.
Noam is past Beatnik.
Yeah. Noam passing Beatnik. I mean, both Noam and Beatnik are on loan to Red Bull and V-Carb from the Mercedes Academy. So a little bit of maybe some bragging rights between the two. Both of them are in tier 2, by the way.
Wow. As Andrea was looking at Cookie, those hards are definitely...
Oh, Willow
the
goes
best.
wide. Willow wide out of turn 4. Not turn 4, out of turn 9, sorry.
It's interesting enough, Alex went to the mediums.
Yeah, so definitely a 2nd stop on his part. For sure. But before that whole chaos that happened there, a couple of drivers in the Mercedes Academy chat said that although a 2-stop is a feasible option in this race, it is about 6 seconds slower than doing a 1-stop.
Ooh.
And Beatnik losing the P7 spot to Cryptic, but trying to fight it back, and Cryptic keeps him away. Cryptic up to 7th after starting in 15th.
As now Alex is trapped in a battle with SV and Cam. As what? Oh wow. That was fairly interesting from whatever happened there.
I missed it. What happened?
It looks like Cam goes to let Alex Norris bite, and SV just goes into the back of him.
Oops.
So that will be interesting to see if anything comes off that.
Yeah.
There's a few more people in
Korsman
the
and
pits.
Bourbon are in the pits, yeah. And Cryptic goes on the inside and overtakes Noam to get himself into the 6th place spot. Now Cryptic turned loose.
Cryptic cooking up some positions there.
Oh yes. Oh, lock up from Noam into the braking zone.
As Cookie's getting very close to Cypher.
Oops, wrong thing. Switch back to them. Let's go on board with Cookie. We head to turn 9. Oh, little slide. Exiting out. Much better in turn 10 for both of them. There we go. Heading into turn 1. And Skither does have the advantage in ERS department. But there comes Cookie with DRS on the outside for the attack. And he gets it done. We have a new leader. Cookie takes the lead here in Austria. Schwartz for the fastest lap. Holy cow.
And he's in DRS of Alex Norris. As Korsman picks up a 10.
Expect that. Yeah, Korsman, that's his 2nd track limit penalty right there. Alex Norris has some work to do, as he is in the 12th place position right now. He needs some good work to get himself out of the low rut that he's in. SV now up to 19 seconds of penalties.
19 already.
Yeah, he got a 10 second for exceeding track limits when he was doing some lawn mowing.
Right.
Through there. Oh, Noam almost spun out.
As Noam and Maxwell both go into the pits.
Yeah. Noam almost spun out, exiting out of turn 9 just to slow down enough to get into the pits. That would have been really bad. And Skither takes advantage of a mistake by Cookie and gets the lead back. Here comes Andrea, too, into the fray. And Andrea up into 2nd. So Skither, Cookie with a horrid mistake exiting turn 3, and he's lost 2 positions. Skither back in the lead, and Andrea up in the 2nd. Shorts just gets past Lennon into the 10th place spot in turn 4.
Definitely so. As those hard tires definitely look better than the mediums now. Andrea looks so much quicker than Cookie and Cypher.
Oh yeah, it's no doubt they probably came to life here. DRS applied for the 2nd and 3rd place cars. Let's see what happens here as we just lost Lennon. If you could try to get him back into the session here. Just trying to focus on this battle here for the lead. Andrea attempted a switch back, but Skither had it covered off. Now looking at the outside this time. Outside looking in. Fighting it. Here we go. And wheel to wheel. We have a new leader now. Andrea takes the lead from Skither. But Skither's fighting back into turn 5. Wow. Andrea holds him off. Solid stuff.
I don't seem to see Lennon on my friends list.
Skither and Cookie are going into the pits.
SV's left
along
as
with
well.
Willow too. We did lose SV? Yeah, we did. Wow. I don't know if I have Lennon on on the thing here.
I definitely have him added. It's just not showing that he's online.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not appearing. Which, big shame.
That bites. Now, Alex Norris, by the way, is back up into the 5th place spot because of the pits. Skither, Cookie, and Willow come out in 7th, 8th, and 9th, respectively. So Andrea is the one in charge in this race, as Lennon's AI pits him on lap in 19th place. So let's see what Andrea is gonna do. I wonder, he's probably gonna be going a little longer to go into to pit later on, but Blonde is in now. So that ends off all the drivers that start on the mediums and a few on the hards. So we have only 3 drivers still in it. We have 3 drivers still on the track on the hard compound tires to start with. It is Andrea, Cryptic, and Union. Union in 3rd in the Williams.
Schwartz is actually keeping up with Alex Norris fairly comfortably as well.
Cookie, by the way, on the bell on the outside against Skither here, trying to get that position, and he had to go the outside way to get it done. But let's see what happens going into the braking zone. Stupid camera angle. Missed out the re-overtake by Skither here, but they're still fighting it as they head into turn number 6. Contact Daniel Skither! Ay, that's not good. Whoa! He rejoins on the racing line in front of Maxwell. Maxwell had to take evasive action. I believe that's going to see the stewards if Cookie did turn in a little early on Skither. That might see the stewards room if that is the case. But F1 Shorts still on the back of Alex Norris right now, trying to keep him under pressure and into the braking zone here. F1 Shorts goes in, keeps it. Skither overtakes Maxwell to get back into the points at this moment. Alex Norris still holding strong in 4th place right now, but he is going to be the net leader unless he pits before the guys on the hards do.
Can you see if you can invite Lennon? I can't seem to see him online on my friends list.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'm not sure if I have him at it though.
That is huge for the championship as well, that incident between Cookie and Cypher.
He's offline on my end.
Yeah.
Oh, Cookie, by the way, just clears F1 Shorts to get himself into the 5th place spot. Now Cookie in pursuit of Alex Norris, heading down the straightaway in towards turn 3. And F1 Shorts moves over for Willow, lets him through up into P6. Now the battle here is for up ahead here. Here we go. Alex Norris defending the inside. Cookie having to go a little deep on the inside to go up against Alex Norris. Little contact between the two. Little wheel-to-wheel contact. But Cookie is up into the 4th place spot. And Alex Norris gets taken advantage of. Willow up in the 5th.
Very quick and easy overtakes for them.
SV's joined back.
SV can
good
do
timing
that,
too, because
Lennon can't.
Good. I think it's a bit of bad timing because SV is now a lap down.
Oh. And it looks like Lennon's going to be as well because of his disconnect, and he won't be able to join back. As Blonde is past Shorts. And Blonde is past Alex Norris.
Now Blonde taking full advantage of those hards. He gets himself into two positions in one on that straightaway, getting past Alex Norris and F1 Shorts. Now, both F1 Shorts and Alex Norris did pit prior, so they're going to have another stop on hand. Because, let's see, here it is. Alex Norris, 10 laps on those mediums. F1 Shorts, 9 laps on those hards. And speaking of the hards, the top 3 going 18 laps so far. They still yet to come in, and they're still going at this moment.
As Cookie's now catching the first of them, all the harder runners of Union, and Cryptic's also in.
Cryptic's in, yes. So, Cookie going for what will be second place at this present time. So, Cookie currently 10 seconds behind Andrea for the lead right now. And Cookie makes the easy work of Union to go up into the second place spot. And Union decides to move over and let Willow through. And Willow is up into third.
This is going to be interesting here because Andrea has to recover nearly a full pit stop on Cookie to even win this race.
Yeah, if Andrea pits right now, he will come out just behind Beatnik in 12th place. But he will get himself back into the points because Alex has Andrea is in off of those tires. 20 laps on those hards. Yeah, a couple of the guys, they still got to pit later on anyways. And Union responds too. So Cookie will inherit the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix.
Alex Norris went to go pit and Cypher and Shorts had to really slow down to not hit him. And Shorts is off the track and Cypher's through.
And the lead has switched. Willow has taken the lead from Cookie. And Noam battling with Shorts. He gets up in the 6th. And Andrea comes out in 9th.
Cookie's
just ahead. Yeah, Cookie with a switchback and gets the lead back. Andrea came out in 9th, just ahead of Beatnik. Alex Norris down in P17 from that second stop.
That is a big gap for him to recover.
Quite a gap. Quite a gap, not gonna lie. 24.5 seconds is the gap between Alex Norris and Cookie. 24.5.
As Bourbon and Union both get past Korsman. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Yeah. Oh, Korsman's been spawned. Korsman and Jack.
Korsman spins at the pit entrance.
Korsman and Jack had a bit of contact, and Korsman's been spun into the pits.
Ay. Not good there. And that's our first DNF.
Big shame for Korsman. He had a decent qualifying.
On a different note, Andrea just cleared both the Alpines a little bit ago of Maxwell and Fusion. He is up in the 7th. He's chasing Shorts down for the 6th place spot.
Alex Norris got his first overtake done of Jack Miles. As Shorts is in.
Shorts heading in. He is responding to Alex Norris for that 2-stop. And Fusion is in as well. So now Andrea is up in a 6 as Torn Penguin into the penalty box again. So Andrea now chasing Noam to go for the 5th place spot. Let's see what happens here as Alex Norris will be ahead of both Shorts and Fusion up into 12th place. And looking at the leader gap here, Andrea 9.5 seconds behind Cookie And with 14 laps to go, anything is possible.
I think it's possible for Andrea to win this.
It's
Definitely
literally
likely.
his race to lose. I mean, he went with the alternative strategy.
He took the risk and it paid
nice
off.
little move. And he's up in the 5th against Noam as Union into the penalty box.
And that's crucial.
Our 5th driver into the penalty box. So that means technically Torn Penguin can breathe a sigh of relief, because right now he's 5.5 seconds ahead. Alex Norris is 5.5 seconds behind him.
Yeah. But Penguin does have that penalty.
Got a movement. Beatnik up against Maxwell on the inside for the 7th place spot. And Beatnik trying and trying. He does. Up and ahead into 7th over Maxwell.
Lovely move though from Beatnik.
That's a very solid move. Towards the front, Cookie is still in control of the lead right now. Half a second behind is Willow in the Mercedes. And Blonde sitting in 3rd, 2.9 seconds behind Willow at this moment. And he has a gap because 3 seconds behind him is Skither in 4th. But Skither may want to look in his rearview mirror soon, because here comes Andrea. Andrea is almost a 1.5 seconds behind.
And he's catching at a very quick pace.
Now let's take a look at the last laps done by Skither and Andrea. Skither's last lap, a 7.7 even, versus Andrea with a 6.6.
As
So
Jack's
Andrea,
the
1 point. Yeah, Jack into the penalty club. Yeah, Andrea, last lap, 1.1 seconds faster. And I think he just got into DRS. He's got it.
Oh! There's contact between Corbin and Cam.
I saw that on the map. Corbin and Cam having a collision, and Cam down in 17th now. Andrea now in pursuit of Skither for 4th place. They get in a braking zone. Now Skither has about 2 times more ERS available to him, but he does not fight. Andrea makes easy work and up in a 4th.
The grip.
Alex Norris clears Penguin for 11th.
The grip comparison between Cypher and Andrea is just so noticeable.
Oh yes.
Alex is passing Union.
Yeah, way on the outside, and Union wants to fight back. They're side by side as they head to turn 6. And they're still side by side. And Union still keeps it.
Wow, fair play.
And that's gonna this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt Alex Norris, because he would love to get past and go for and get himself into a position that he would love to have happen, as Torn Penguin is in for a 2nd stop. Meanwhile, further up, Beatnik passing Noam for the 6th place spot, and Cryptic right behind him, looking to get himself into 7th. You gotta give credit to Noam, hanging on so far in the top 10 right now.
Union and Alex part 2. Union's got an amazing switchback, and Alex just can't respond.
Yeah. Union just really being a pain in the ass to Alex Norris. If we had to think in his mindset, as F1 Union trying just rebuilding some of the battery that he's lost, and Alex Norris still stuck behind. This is gonna cost them. But, I mean, Alex Norris, he's going to get himself a point regardless because of Union having a penalty. But maybe Union's just trying to goad Alex into making a mistake and get himself into the penalty box.
Definitely, and it's also going to limit Alex's progress to catch his other academy teammates.
Yes. Speaking of which, would you kindly check to see how many warnings Alex Norris is sitting at right now?
Can do.
Thank you. As the fight is back again between the two.
Alex has no warnings.
No warnings, no kidding. And Cryptic into turn 4 gets the 7th place spot over Noam. And Union, this time down on the inside, screaming into the brakes. And it goes too deep. Alex Norris gets the place back and up into 10th here. Ooh, side by side, close, and Union just can't execute it. And he loses the 10th place spot. Meanwhile, Andrea, by the way, Andrea's on blonde right now.
And look, and Cypher's with him as well.
Yes. Andrea deep under the brakes on the inside. And he makes it clean and calculated. Andrea up to 3rd. 5 seconds the gap between Willow and Andrea.
If Cypher can get past Blonde, maybe he can follow along with Andrea, because it seems like they're fairly equal paced.
Yeah. Andrea just turning up the gas now and just turned loose and out of here. They're coming up on a Sauber. I believe that's probably the lap car of Lennon. Gotta say if we assume that's Lennon there. But here we go. Into turn number 1. Blonde does still have DRS, courtesy of Andrea. Together trying to catch, but not close enough at this time. Right now, the gap between Willow and Andrea is still sitting at 5 seconds even right now. So Andrea, I think it maybe those mediums are starting to fall apart. As Noam, by the way, just losing P8 to Maxwell. But Maxwell will have to get the place back at the end of the race because of that track limit penalty he has.
As Short gets past his teammate. And he's in the DRS of Alex.
Yeah. Now this is on that Shorts would love. He would love to get himself a point. And Rob top 10 finish for a Ferrari driver. A little further ahead, by the way, Cryptic has caught up to Beatnik. This could be a little interesting battle for the sixth place here. But let's go back to Alex Norris in Shorts here for a moment. Skiller's not close enough to battle on against Blonde right now, as Blonde is still on top with Andrea right now. Shorts is starting to catch. Him, and by the way, Shorts with Alex Norris, these two that are battling it out for 10th, these guys did a 2-stop.
Yeah, just proving how inefficient that 2-stop is, saying how far back they are.
Agreed.
As Andrea is slowly catching up to Willow now, who's lost DRS on Cookie.
Yes, he has. And Union, a second penalty on his part, puts him up to 6 seconds, so he will lose the 12th place position to Fusion. While Andrea still sitting comfortably in 3rd place. And he is trying to chase. Still trying to chase down. And, ooh, little snap on the exit. Keeps it in tow. Keeps it intact.
And Fusion's past Union, actually.
Yeah, Fusion up into the 12th place spot. Short still harassing Alex Norris for the 10th place spot. Noam on the tail of Maxwell for the 8th place spot. Andrea into the penalty box!
Oh, that's massive.
He got a wiggle out of turn 9, and that's what got him the penalty. That is huge. So now Blonde and Skither are like, okay, now it's a war between us for the 3rd place spot.
And I'm pretty sure
And
both
Shorts,
of them have one
Shorts has
each.
made a mistake. Oh, no, sorry, that's Noam going in. I'm sorry. Noam's into the pits.
That's a really
So now
late
Alex
pit.
Norris and Shorts are in the pit, are in the points.
As Blonde is
Get back
getting
to this
really
fight
close
for
to
the third.
Andrea.
Yeah, he's gone on to the inside,
Cypher around the
though,
outside
because of it.
Blonde.
Yeah. They're close. They're fighting here. Oh, Andre. Oh, that's tight. Oh, Blonde really, really close to Andrea. This is hard action here. Cookie into the penalty box.
Oh, that's massive.
And don't forget, Cookie is could be put under investigation for his incident with Skither earlier on.
Cookie yet can still lose this win. It's not over yet.
Yeah. Well, we know one thing that's not over yet. This battle for P3 on board with Skither. As he's chasing and hounding Blonde, who really would love to get past Andrea here. Not close enough between the two.
Big lock up from Andrea.
Yeah, big lock up there. But Blonde, by the way, ERS availability, Blonde has double the ERS of Skither.
And Andrea. Andrea's in single digits.
Yeah, we got trouble out of turn
Williams.
1. That's Bourbon.
Oh.
No, oh no, yeah, it is. Sorry, it is. It's Union. Union spun it. Sorry, the colors of the Williams and the V carbs threw me off a little bit.
Oh, good.
But Torn Penguin gets past the Union for the
Shorts
12.
past Maxwell.
Yup. Maxwell is going to lose that single point to Fusion now. But Shorts is still harassing Alex Norris. Alex Norris up in the 8th now. But now, by the way, Blonde's even closer to Andrea.
He's fell back a little bit because of the exit. And Union's off again, but Blonde's really close under braking. Andrea's had an awful exit.
There we go. On the outside this time. Heading into turn 4. And Blonde has it. He's got the position.
There was a little bit of contact in the rear, but nothing too major.
Nope. Union just spun out again. Heading into the pits. And Fusion ahead of Maxwell in the 10th. We're on the final lap now. Will is losing a lot of time.
8 seconds behind.
Yeah, I think Will is at risk of a puncture.
This could be very interesting.
Oh, he's gone off in turn 1.
Cypher on the back of Andrea now. He needs to make this overtake done if he can have a chance at Blonde.
He's going for it into turn 3, and he does it. Skither is up into 4th now, but he's got one last shot to go for the P3 spot. Can he go for it? Answer is no. He is just behind. Oh, he's coming into the last couple of corners, despite the penalty, the track limit penalty, and the mishap he has, going for his 5th win of the season. Cookie claims victory in Austria. And we still have the fight for third place. Willow coming out of the final corner. He will take second place. And Blonde keeps Skither behind to take third.
Wow.
Andrea will settle for fifth. Skither fourth. And we have a battle between Alex Norris and Cryptic. Coming out through there. And Alex Norris will take seventh. Cryptic in eighth. F1 Shorts in ninth. And Fusion will finish off in the points with a 10th place finish on his part. Holy cow. Wow.
We're going to have a big moment here. Cam Emerson's actually going to finish a race.
Yeah. Wow. Well, with that group, with all that group and everything, who would you pick for driver of the day?
Honestly, it's between it's probably between Willow or Blonde. I'll go with Willow. I think Willow's my driver of the day.
Reasonable choice. And the podium celebration in hand, Cookie picking up win number 5, and is an All Mercedes Academy podium with Cookie on top, Willow second, and Blonde in third. Let's see. Man, I would say my driver today. I'm actually gonna say Blonde, because Blonde really fought tooth and nail to get that podium. He fought with Andrea. He fought against Skither. He really did a great job to hold it in and get it done.
I agree. It's very close between the two.
If the results are on your screen, can you get a screenshot of both of them for EXO?
Yes, can
grid?
do.
Thanks. Because I'm in a black screen again.
Should have them both.
Nice. Of course, I get it right smack dab at the 1 second mark. I hate this game sometimes. What an event there. That was really wild. You gotta love it.
Yeah, that was an amazing
really
race.
Great. Yeah. That war for third was just the cherry on top of a great race. Maxwell was like how I felt the last lap. He's got Lightning McQueen with the rear tires blown. So he is running on rails with the tires.
Wow. That was a great race.
Very great race indeed. Well, that is going to conclude the stream for tonight. So we will be moving on to the penultimate round for Tier 2 and Tier 3 next week. So we're starting off with Tier 3. They'll be at the reverse layout of Zandvoort, which is also where Tier 2 will be for their penultimate round of the championship. And for Tier 1, will be at the first of 2 weekends at Silverstone as we go through the regular layout of Silverstone for round 9. Vade, any final thoughts before we end it off?
Not really. Just congrats to the top 3 today, and tune in for the final deciding rounds for Tier 2 and 3 where championships are still on the line. Absolutely. So from RPL Streams, Tie and Iron, with Invade, we're saying good night
and we'll see you next week.